Crazy weather today. Pouring rain one time and then all of a sudden it's sunny, although there's crazy clouds and stuff, I guess, around the mountains. With that in mind, what's going on today? I thought this one was really interesting. Or a lot of people and companies just, I guess, using that mass shooting event in the US as an opportunity to, I guess, go ahead with some kind of plan they had. This one here says, Axon announces Taser drone development to address mass shootings. Remotely operated non-lethal drones, key in long-term plan to detect and stop mass shootings in less than 60 seconds. Axon, the global leader in connected public safety technologies, today announced it has formally begun development of a non-lethal remotely operated Taser drone system as part of a long-term plan to stop mass shootings, and reaffirmed its commitment to public engagement and dialogue during the development process. I guess as part of this plan, it says here the first one is to integrate camera networks and other sensors into real-time communications with first responders. So I guess that would be kind of actually when they did that Skydeal partnership, maybe this is part of it too, where you have a system and network of drones. It could be doing it autonomously and stuff, I would imagine anyways. And I guess they're pushing this over the old ways of doing it. It says trying to find and stop an active shooter based on a telephone game connecting victim 911 callers is antiquated, says Chris Lendino, CEO of Fusus. Fusus brings the ability to share any security camera to first responders, providing known locations and visual live feeds regardless of which security cameras they use. This network of cameras with human and AI monitoring, together with panic buttons and other local communication tools, can detect and ID a threat before a shot is fired and dramatically improve response times and situational awareness. And then the other one, they say, enhance first responder effectiveness through immersive virtual reality active shooter response training. So there's basically a whole system for it. I guess would people be actually okay with stuff like this out there doing stuff like this? Because this is constantly, I guess, a debate with people saying, oh, a recreational guy is gonna attach this and that, whereas this, they're actually doing it. It's inevitable we're gonna see more robots doing things like, I guess, quote, police work, but at the same time saying this is the answer to school shootings and so forth. It's kind of weird because there's probably so many other factors where the people that do this, it probably didn't happen just on one day. It was a build-up, so you kind of have to solve the root of the issue as well. For example, I don't know, things like mental health and all that. It's just kind of interesting how none of that stuff is ever brought up. I mean, imagine if it was something, for example, that I've commonly heard where people blame things like violent video games. So let's just pretend this is a quote gamer who did the mass shooting, and then all of a sudden a company says, we're gonna release like these drones with tasers and weapons in schools in order to stop the mass shootings. My argument there would be more, well, there's something wrong with the individual and his upbringing and so forth. You should look into that. Whereas some people like there would argue, well, it's the video games. If that's true, then technically and scientifically, a person like me, again, should be mass shooting everyone and all that, correct? But that's not the case. Like there, you should look into the people's lifestyle habits, their environment, how they are mentally and all that. I mean, you get to handle that stuff as the root of the problem, in my opinion anyways. Although on lighter news, I guess there are some people trying to create things like their own drone clubs and stuff like that. This one says, drone ready for liftoff in Wasaga. Call them fighter jet pilots on a miniature level. First person view, or FPV, to those in the know, are drone racing events held across the globe. To Christopher Webb, opening up competition in Wasaga Beach has been a dream of his. Saying here, quote, I get tired of driving to Toronto and Niagara Falls for competitions, Webb said. As a new member of the MultiGP, a professional international drone racing league, Webb's 705 multi-rotor racing chapter will host competitions at Klondike Sports Park in Wasaga Beach for approximately 6 Sundays this summer. In Wasaga's decision to allow 3/4 of a mini soccer pitch to be used for the events, Kevin Lalonde, Wasaga's Director of Public Works, said he commends Webb for his ambition and passion for starting the local MultiGP chapter. We wish him much success as he grows local membership and attracts local, national, and possibly international competitors to Wasaga Beach, Lalonde wrote in his staff report to council. So again, that's kind of cool, seeing someone take all this initiative and creating something local in that sense. It's a lot better, in my opinion, when it comes to things like, I guess, flying drones than those drone police people per se, where it's always, oh, don't fly it here, there, etc., etc. It's like they're encouraging restrictions. I'd rather see stuff like this. People encouraging, I guess, ways to give people more access to use stuff like that as well. Alright, see you guys later.